Podcast Studios. This is After 9 with Scott and Kat.
Hello, friends. Dave Blizzard is here. Hello, Dave.
Hello there.
You're here. There's a couple of things on the calendar today. We'll get right to it. It is National Cookie Day today. And I think most people agree on a cookie. Am I wrong?
Goat cookie. What's the goat cookie?
Brand specific.
Okay,
Correct?
let's do both. Let's just do like type
Overall?
and then brand.
See, you know what? Because you know what it is for me? I might be different. If we're going two different things, then I might tell you two different things.
Okay, so let's go fresh baked.
Fresh baked, no question. Peanut butter.
Nice. I'm going oatmeal chocolate chip.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. I
That
like
is
that.
clutch.
If you said oatmeal raisin, we would have had a problem here.
Yeah, raisins. Raisins are the reason I have trust issues.
Okay, perfect. Now-
Glossette peanuts, a win. But you give me glossettes and I think it's a raisin, or it ends up a raisin. We have beef.
Do people still, glossettes exist?
They do,
Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. Glossettes.
but only the peanuts. Again, raisins are trash.
No. I used to
Craisins all day.
craisins. My kids like craisins, which I enjoy because I'm like, okay, it's close enough to fruit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You give me a
Close
salad
enough.
with some craisins on it, I'm a happy guy.
Yeah. You know what's good? Sidetracking, as usual, is have you ever had a broccoli slaw salad with pine nuts and
Yes.
craisins? You've done this?
Yes.
You've had this? Yeah. This is like a go-to. It's so good. Anyway, what were we talking about? Cookies. That's it. Not salads. But packaged. Like
Okay.
brand cookie. Your goat in that category is what?
Ooh, chewy Chips Ahoy.
Chewy Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, and I'll even go one step further. They don't have them here, I don't think, but in the States, they've got a chewy Chips Ahoy with a Reese peanut butter cup chip. Oh my God, it's so good.
Their snack aisle is bonkers in the States.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
It's very overwhelming.
Yeah, and I do say though, I go in and I'm excited to see like chip flavors and stuff, and then I go in and I kind of get underwhelmed. I'm like, where's the ketchup?
But here's the thing.
Where's the this? And I know they don't have certain flavors,
No,
but
because they lack in the chips. But what they lack in the chips, they make up for in the cookies and other goodies. That's
and
what
the
I find.
chocolates.
And we're vice versa, where it's like our chips are next level.
Yeah.
They don't even know. And our cookie aisle's not really there. It's kind of lackluster, right?
The U.S. just got sour cream and onion last week.
Really?
Yeah. I was reading that on the internet.
Interesting. So your Go Cookies Chewy. Mine, I think if I had to pick, this is where it differs because it's not going to be a peanut butter cookie. It's going to be the PC Decadent chocolate chip.
That's not an unpopular one. That a lot of people love that
good
cookie.
one.
It's a good one. There was some suggestions when we talked about this earlier today that came pumping in. Fudgios make the list. Fudgios are good.
Oreos are also a popular one. Like some people just like a classic Oreo or even a double stuff. They threw that in the mix.
I have something for you that a friend of mine exposed me to. I didn't believe him. I swear to God, I was like, you're out of your mind. And then he told me that he does this with his cookies. And I went, all right, I'll try it. Life changer. He puts them in the freezer.
Oh, my Nana used to do that.
Oreos in the freezer.
Yeah.
The best.
Changes it.
They're so much better.
Yeah. You know what? Cold cookies are not bad. And people assume like cookies have to be room temperature or warm even because they come out of the oven.
I don't want a cold chocolate chip cookie, but a cold Oreo?
Have you tried a cold chocolate chip cookie?
Yeah.
You have?
It ain't for me, Kat.
Okay. You seem so offended I even asked you.
How dare
to try
you.
to cold chocolate chip cookie.
But that's legit the way I would go with it.
You know what's garbage though? You know what's just trash? I don't understand the people who like these stupid ones with the jelly in the middle.
Like
the stupid ones.
I like those ones.
That's the best way I can describe it.
The stupid ones.
The dumb ones.
The ones that are shit.
The stupid cookies.
Yeah, I used to like the ones that had the apple, like jelly in the middle, and it was like an apple turnover. I see the cherry ones and blueberry ones and that too, but I don't like those ones. I only like the apple one.
But it's not the hard. It's a soft apple. Like explain the texture of the apple.
Well, no, it's like a jelly.
It's like a gel.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not like the hard.
No, not gel.
Jube.
It's not like a shaving gel.
Not a jupe. I know, like a jelly.
That's what I've been saying for the last 10 minutes.
I
jelly.
know. I'm just trying to get it straight because there's also the jube style. That's what I'm saying. It's disgusting.
No.
That's trash.
No,
Who wants cookie texture with the jube texture next to it?
One time at a potluck, somebody brought in shortbread cookies, or like shortbread, the round sugar cookies.
All
not
right.
shortbread, sugar cookies.
But
they
that's
put
fine.
the jujube in the middle. Two textures and flavors
that
do not go together.
I don't like that. I don't like that person.
I got to be honest.
Who was it? Someone I know?
Carol took that whole plate home.
Wow. Of course. That actually tracks.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
It kind of does.
Oh no.
We had so many text messages in the show today, and we appreciate your text messages all the time. But there's a couple of things that we were talking about, and I'm not sure which one we should go to first. We were talking about dive bars because there's a fragrance. This is dumb, I know. However, I know people will still buy it, but the price point to me is very high. Miller High Life is trying to get people to buy things. You know, these companies come out with this right around Christmas in the hopes that someone likes their product so much that they'll buy an off product of that product.
Yes.
That's why KFC does, logs and candles and whatever.
Taco Bell sold wrapping paper a few years back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have lickable wrapping paper.
I wouldn't lick this stuff, but it definitely does smell like taco meat.
They have actual ones you can lick and it tastes like tacos now. It's dumb.
You know what else I can do? I can just eat a taco.
You could eat a taco,
I don't
but
need
you
to
can't,
lick bread.
But you can't wrap your gift in it.
That's true. Too.
That's the problem.
I don't
You
sit here
could
and
try.
I'm gonna lick wrapping paper and be like, "Oh, look, it's like a taco." Like
There's just taco smear all over every gift you get.
just have a taco.
I tried to wrap it.
It's a thought.
Miller High Life is selling perfume that smells like a dive bar. And they say, first, the name is awful. Miller High Life Dive Barfume.
Anything that has the letters BARF in succession doesn't sound right.
But did they know that? Barfume? Like, did nobody say it sounds like barf?
How was there no quality control there
I
that
don't
somebody
know.
said, wait, barf doesn't sound like a good word to use?
And if the quality control is a good question, I don't know what this thing is made of, but they say every familiar dive bar scent, from the satisfying crack of a freshly opened beer, that could have gone either way, to the comforting savory taste of classic bar snacks. So they say it includes notes of leather, cedarwood, patchouli, sea salt, and tobacco. No, that's not a dive bar. You don't walk in going, smells of leather and cedarwood in here.
No. You walk in and go, it smells like wet, moldy carpet.
It smells like piss. Yeah. I went piss.
Yeah, it smells like piss and air fresheners.
I will tell you, okay, what I skipped over when I talked about the party crashing is that maybe I did mention it in passing real quick, but after we were at that party that we were not invited to, we did walk to another bar. The only bar we could find that was open in Galt. And I don't even know if I should name it, but everyone's going to know what it is.
Don't name it.
No, okay.
Don't name
all
it.
right. It's definitely what you would consider a dive bar, but the place is always packed. Like, it's insanity. And so it was me and my girlfriends walking toward the front door. They were at capacity, basically. And the guy at the front was like, sorry, we're at capacity. I ended up knowing one of the people out front that was like, what the heck are you doing here? I was like, I don't know. I walked into the place. We ended up getting in. I walked right out. I can't. Dive bars are okay to a certain point. If it's like, if that place was even empty, maybe, but there were people everywhere and like things were spilled all over the bar top. Like,
I don't mind a dive bar. Some of them have great charm and, it's just sometimes the room has a life to it. And that's fun when you can find a place like that.
These carpets haven't been changed since the 90s.
They can tell stories.
They have carpet. And yes, if you're wondering, they had carpet.
On the dance floor.
The whole thing. There wasn't even room for a dance floor. It was just, there were people dancing, actually.
Sure there were.
But anyway, I had to get the heck out of there. I was like, no, thank you.
I don't know why you wouldn't love it, though. They serve beverages. You love a good beverage.
Yeah, but I don't like standing up. We were dressed up. It was just a weird vibe. It was
I don't
weird
like
for
standing.
me.
I went out to go dancing, but I hate standing.
Well, that's the other part of it, though, that I should mention. Like I said, if I started the night that way, it would have been a maybe for me. But because we had gone dancing, I was like, I just want to sit down. And there was definitely zero room to sit down, like none at all. So that part was not fun.
Do you think a place like that owns the reputation? They're like, look, we know it's dingy. Like, we know that it smells like a urinal when you walk in here, but we don't care.
I can think of a few places in like where I grew up. The whole KW area, actually, in general, where they...
All of them. I would love it if you had ended the sentence there. You're like, you know what? The Kitchener-Waterloo region in general is a dive bar.
Not at all. I'm just thinking of a few particular places. And mainly it was like in college you went there and they were like the places that still had the $2 shots. You know what I mean? So you went there. I remember, let me give you a great example of the dive barness is one particular bar. And I will not name names, but you can guess it all you want. In the university area of Waterloo. I went to the bathroom. This was the middle of February, okay? Freezing cold. It was a snowstorm, if my memory serves me correct. And there were flies in the bathroom. Flies in the middle of February.
Yeah.
Like, that tells you everything that you really need to know. And I thought, there's living flies in here. Not dead flies. They're alive and they are bustling and hustling. So get me out of here.
They're not just living in there. They are thriving.
Thriving off of what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. So anyway, places like that, I just can't anymore. And, again, I do like to have a good time. Dive bars, some people's definition of a dive bar is probably different than mine. Mine really has to be nasty, like flies in February nasty, for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
That's where I can't. We were talking about popular pet names. Every year, rover.com puts this out. Rover, for those who don't know, is like a site you go to find a dog sitter, cat sitter,
we use it.
Walker. Oh, you use it?
Yeah, we use Rover.
And how do you like Rover?
It's good.
They're not sponsoring this particular podcast,
No,
but I am curious.
No, Rover's good though. Rover,
trustworthy people.
Yeah, they're all vetted. They're and you still meet them first. You still go through like an interview process. Yes, I interviewed somebody to babysit my dog, but you got to do it.
But I mean, I would too. Like, for sure.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah.
You got to make
sure.
It
sounds weird to say it, but you would do it.
Well,
Why
of course. You don't want someone to show up and then you're like, you look dangerous. Like, I don't want you near my dog or my house for that matter. Because sometimes you have to give them, sometimes you have to give them access to your home in a lot of cases too, right? So it's absolutely meet them. I agree. But they put out the pet names for the most popular pet names, and then there's the unique ones. I'm fascinated by the unique ones, but the most popular ones. So if you have a dog named Charlie, Max, Milo, Luna, Bella, or Daisy. Those are the top 3 for both male and female dogs. Top male cat names, Milo, Oliver, Leo, and then female cat, Luna, Lily, Bella. Fine. But the unique ones, I love a food named pet.
You like those ones?
I can't get enough of it. Like, name your cat Sushi, and that's adorable.
My friend had a cat named Cheddar.
That's cute.
Which was cute.
You know what? Any kind of cheese. Is there a cheese that wouldn't work? Because I feel like any form of cheese works for me.
I'm sure there's cheeses that would you call it like sharp cheddar?
Sure.
Like, hey, come here, sharp cheddar.
Cheddar for they do shed too. That work for a nickname?
Maybe that's,
Provolone is popular.
Provolone's
Actually, Provolone made the unique list. It did. Food in general though, but I think you could name Gouda.
Gouda's not a bad
Gouda's
one.
not bad.
Because you could like long form as Gouda Chris.
I like that.
Would you name your dog Asiago?
Asiago. Probably not.
Bocconcini.
Oh, yeah.
Come over here, Camembert.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not all cheeses work.
Hey, cheese
I take
curds.
it back. Curds.
What? Oh, Colby works.
Colby does work.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, what do you name your dog? Cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Halloumi.
Halloumi's
a nice one.
Halloumi's a great cheese.
I do have. I do think it's kind of funny though, because you come up with these names. You name your pet whatever you want. What's the name that is it always a food name that stands out to you, or is there others that people will name after the favorite movie characters or whatever?
I love an ironic name. And by that, I mean, a friend of mine from college had a beautiful golden retriever. Golden retrievers are like one of my favorite dogs. They're just so lovely. And it was a girl, female, and her name was Billy or Bill or William.
Yep.
And they would just go along calling the dog Bill, Willie, Billy, William, any variation of William. And you would assume it's a boy, but it's a female dog. So I always thought that was kind of funny.
What a bitch.
What a bitch. She was a bitch. She was so cute.
By the way, so my dog's name is Chewy, or two of them,
Yeah.
Chewy and Mookie.
Those are cute names.
I realized that I call them everything but their name.
That does happen.
Like my nicknames for my dog is longer than the name. His name's Chewy. We're Star Wars fan, or I'm a Star Wars fan, so I named him after Chewbacca. But I call him Chewy. Sometimes I call him Chules, Choo Choo, Chubalee, Chuhast. Sometimes Chules Winfield.
Oh my God.
Chewy Lagranui. Chuli Chen Moonves. It's one of my favorites.
I love that one. It used to be just Chuli Chen. Now it's just Chuli Chen Moonves.
Just Chuli Chen. Chupacabra Pillows. Chuli Brown. Chules in Charge. Dame Chudy Dench. Chew Let the Dogs Out. Of course, Chewbacca. Ace Ventura. Chew Live Crew.
Wow.
Some of the names.
That's a lot of nicknames for a dog.
And then I got Mookie. And Mookie is more commonly referred to as the Mookster, Mooksy, Mooksicle, Mook There It Is, Mukanda Forever, Mookalicious, Mookie Baby, Mookie Monster, Mookaless Cage, Mookles, Mil Mook Scaris, it's a wrestler, Iron Mook Tyson, Mookle J Fox, and Dikembe Mutombo.
I love the play on the celebrity names. Those get me every time. I saw a couple that were on the list as well. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, for example. Bring that on.
Okay, but some of these names you can't say when you're angry. And
No.
for example, Mookie chewed up baby's socks or something like that. And I see him and I'm like, Mukanda forever.
Yeah, how dare you? Yeah,
it doesn't come across right when you're giving him a sweet little nickname.
You have to be, I know, you have to almost find like a serious one and then one where you're like, come over here, you cutie.
Mookalicious. You're in trouble.
Yes,
it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Hey, Buster.
Hey, Chuli Chen Moonves, get over here.
You can't do that.
No.
Growing up, we had a miniature schnauzer that my parents named Cashmere, which I will tell you the sidebar to that is that they named the dog after their like dead cat. Isn't that weird?
Wait.
Yes. Like, isn't that wrong?
Name the
pet
after a deceased pet?
Correct. And it wasn't even like it was another dog. It was a cat.
People name their family members after deceased family members.
Yeah.
Would you name it, like, God forbid you ever lose a kid, but would you name your next kid, the name of the kid that you lost?
I'm not a fan of the naming people after the same name in general.
You're not a fan of the juniors?
A middle name, yes, absolutely, middle name, but first name, no. But for me, it was just weird because I was like, you had a cat named Cashmere, died. But anyway, Cashmere was never Cashmere for me because I didn't really like the name for the cat. It wasn't, they got the dog, fine, name it whatever you want. But I used to call her Cookie all the time.
Just make up your own name?
I was like, come here, Cookie. Like, and she hated me anyway. It's fine. She didn't like many people except for my mom.
Because you didn't call her the right name.
No, it's just because she had been through hell. She was a rescue pup, but she had bred so many times before we. It was one of those scenarios where she hated. So my husband used to come over and like hated all males, like hated my brother.
Yeah.
You know, like had so clearly it was a man running the show here because it was literally every man she hated.
Yeah, I've
so
met dogs like that too.
Yeah, she put up with me. She was fine with me, but didn't love me.
I was bit by a dog, the back of my leg, like a dog like jumped up and leapt at me. And it was similar situations. Not the dog's fault. The dog, like anytime I'd walk into the room, the dog would just like back up and you'd get upset. And I would try
trauma.
I would try to be gentle.
It's trauma.
Yeah, I would try to be gentle with the dog, go down to their level, do all the things that are recommended to do. That's what I was trying to do at least. And yeah, I just didn't. The dog just looked at me and just couldn't get past that. And
That's
I was
sad.
like, "Hey, listen, I respect it. And even though this is my house and you just bit me, I'm going to just go to my room
Even though
now
I'm
and
bleeding,
stay."
and I probably need stitches, I should probably go get a shot or something.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. 2 people won the Lotto Max draw yesterday. In case you wanted to check your ticket and you're listening specifically from Alberta or Quebec. Why does Quebec win so often? Or am I just paying attention to it?
Because they buy a lot of smokes at the convenience store. Give me a lotto as well, huh?
Give me a lotto.
Yeah, $10 on lotto. And they're like, okay, $10 on lotto. Here you go.
That might be exactly why.
That's probably what it is.
That probably is what it is. And then for Alberta, they're just trying to keep warm this time of year. They're just like, gotta get inside.
They're buying lottery
They just
tickets
gotta
to
get inside.
wrap themselves in. They're just trying to stay warm.
I was thinking more keeping in the convenience stores. Like,
No, I thought they were just wrapping their
take a
bodies
break.
with lottery tickets.
Speaking of convenience stores, I was just reading up on. Did you see what Toronto says that they want to do for convenience stores? Have more corner stores, because you think of convenience stores and they're just about everywhere. But there is actually a movement now to get more corner stores.
Yeah.
On the streets of downtown. Did you hear about this?
I did, yeah.
Because I guess they're lacking in that.
They're not as convenient as they used to be.
Well, that's the thing. And then all of a sudden, corner stores, because nobody calls it a corner store anymore. Like, it's kind of weird to say. Like, does anyone even call it a corner store? Because it's usually a standalone gas station or something.
No, we call it the corner store, but it's never like geographically accurate. You're not saying like it is on the corner. You're just saying I'm going to go to the corner store.
Yeah, but I never do.
No.
See, I never say corner store. I say convenience store. And I don't know when that changed for me, because it definitely used to be corner store growing up.
Can I tell you what's ironic about that? Is saying convenience store is more inconvenient than corner store.
I know, it is. I know, convenience store, I don't know, or gas, like.
Or I would just say the store.
But then you don't know what store you're talking about.
No. That's the one that you can generically refer to.
I'm going to go to the store to get this. People will assume.
Yeah. If I said I'm going to go to the store and then I came back from IKEA, you'd be like, what the hell? Why didn't you tell me you went to IKEA?
That's an event.
Exactly. But like this is just a store. So I would just go, I'm just going to the store. That's the assumption is you're going to go, buy a bag of chips or you're going to go and buy a $10
$10 and smoke.
Yeah. $2 on Lotto.
But it definitely, there were more corner stores. I mean, that's absolutely right. What was your go-to when you trekked on down? Little Dave trekked on down with his allowance money, or maybe you earned it for yourself or whatever it was.
Shoveling driveways,
doing whatever. When you got the money in hand, because it was going to be cash, obviously, and you went to the corner store, what was like your go-to?
There was two things that I loved. I can't eat them now. Sour gumballs.
Okay.
They like hurt my face now. I'm too old for gumballs. Yeah. For sour gumballs. Anyway.
That's probably for the best. I don't think those things are good at all.
No. So I loved those. And do you remember the gum that was called Chews?
Yes.
I used to love grape chews, and they used to sell them just grape. And I would go, and they were like 10 cents a pack. And I would get like $2 a week allowance or something ridiculous like that. And I would go and I would buy like $1 worth, and I'd have the biggest wad of gum of all time.
My God. Those are the tiny little discs. Yeah. They have them in.
They used to sell them in like the.
I was going to say, I think they still do though.
Yeah.
In the machines.
Dispensers,
I used to call them candy machines. I don't even know what they are, but
that's what I would refer to it as.
Yeah, candy machines.
Pop a quarter
They'd
in.
sell that. So mine was one that actually my kid likes a lot now. It's like crack. Fun Dip.
Yeah.
Which I can't stand now. Like, I don't like pixie sticks. I don't like anything. But as a kid, I would always get that. And the convenience store by my house, Park Hill Variety, rest in peace, had a surprise bag.
Yeah, like a random quarter, like a quarter, and it was just a bunch of random candies.
It was like a quarter, maybe 50 cents tops, and it was like a plain white paper bag. And obviously, whoever's working at the store would just put a bunch of shit in there.
Yeah.
And then you just like walk out of the store and open it up. And then it was like fun to figure out who got what.
Those were sweet.
Surprise bags are great.
You open that up, you get a Garbage Pail Kids sticker.
Yes.
And or like a random
Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah, what the fuck?
A random Don Russ baseball card. You're like, what the hell is this?
I remember those stickers. And they were always like the kids were barfing and stuff, right?
Yeah.
What a weird. Great. Why did we like that weird?
Those things were awesome.
Why did we
I
like
love those.
That weird thing?
Yeah, there was like they would have punny names, so it'd be like Kim Turnal Damage, and it's like this person whose like guts are falling out, like or something like that.
What a wild thing now. If my kid came home with a sticker like that, I'd be like, what the fuck were you doing? Where'd you get that?
We've changed so much. Like the things we would accept. I would come home with Garbage Pail Kids stickers or the cards or whatever. Some of them were so good. They were like they were the best. I'm trying to pull up some of the great name ones because there was so many.
For me, my era was Spice Girls. So the other thing, when I got a little older, so the younger me would do Fun Dip. Once I got to be like a tween, Spice Girls lollipops. Huh? I saw, there was a TikTok recently. It showed up in my algorithm. Bless the algorithm's heart. This man purchased a box, still plastic wrapped, filled with Spice Girls lollipops. So let me take you through the process of how fucking amazing these were. So each one had on the outside a Spice Girl. So you either got a Baby Spice, a Mel B, whatever it was.
Oh, man.
So the object of the game it wasn't just a lollipop in there. It was also a sticker. So the object of the game is to collect all of the stickers. But you never knew based on the outside what exactly was on the inside. It was just a lollipop that would be Mel B's face. So the faces of the Spice Girls would actually be imprinted in the lollipop.
Well, that's a little weird.
Well, when you're like a preteen girl, you think it's friggin' amazing. And so we used to collect the stickers too. And I'd have a sticker book and I'd put them in there. Anyway, fun times. But that was one of my go-tos as I got a little bit older.
I pulled up a couple of the funny Garbage Pail Kids ones. So like there's like Milton. And it's just this character just melting into a pile. Odd Todd, just like a weird looking character. There's Handy Randy, who has a hand that he can put through his eyes. It comes out his mouth. Hurt Kurt, it's this kid who's fallen off a skateboard and his face is in the ground. Like, this was awesome.
Oh my God.
Oliver Twisted.
I forgot about these. Those are incredible.
Tanya Hyde. It's someone slapping a kid in the ass. Oh, that's different.
There's one called Creamed Keith and he's getting the shit knocked out of him.
That's a terrible name. Creamed Keith. Ew. Imagine that was your nickname.
Well, guess what, Keith? If you're listening right now, people should start to call you Creamed Keith.
You are now Cream Keith. Creamed Keith.
Oh. Did they try to make a show out of this too, or a book or something at any point?
Yeah, there was a cartoon.
I think there was. I feel like there was a cartoon.
I've got a Baked Jake. Oh no, this is Raked Jake, and it's like a rake scraping a baby's back.
Oh my God.
This sounds awful,
So
but when
twisted.
you see them, you're like, oh, I get it. Snotty Dottie, for example. I mean, that's cute.
Yeah, some of this stuff is actually, some of it's funny, but I just can't believe.
But that's what those little bags were like. Those little, the mix mash bag where you'd get a couple candies that you don't like, a fuzzy peach or something
that's
in there,
the
and you're
best.
like, oh.
And then you got what you got. And sometimes you could do tradesies and sometimes you couldn't.
Yeah.
And that was the way it worked. Okay, friends. Well, we're going to wrap this up because we do have many things to do today.
And we have to go to the store and buy some penny candies.
And we're going to go and get a lotto too.
Yeah. Gonna
Get
go
the
get the-
lotto. I
go-
can't do the accent.
We're gonna go
Get the
buy.
lotto.
You know how you do it? You just do a Jean Chrétien accent. And just don't do it so much gruff
Get
in the
the-
voice. No, you just go, yeah, $2 on lotto.
A lotto.
Yeah, $2 on lotto.
Would you like Encore, sir?
No. Non, ce n'est pas possible. Non.
Je ne sais pas.
As I chain smoke 19 cigarettes at once. No.
Blow the smoke right in the cashier's face.
No encore. I got middle. I don't know what the accent's gone. It's over.
That's good. Bye, friends.